Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. So, last time we investigated the witch hunters alongside Triss, and now we're bringing the information we got back to Priscilla, just to update her on what's been going on.
Geralt!
Dandelion, I know where he is.
Where?
Dungeons on Temple Isle.
That's not a nice jest.
No jest, sadly. But don't worry, we'll pull him out. Triss has an idea. All we gotta do is find Dudu.
So you must find Dudu in order to find Dandelion, with the aim of ultimately finding Ciri? Sounds like an awful lot of searching, but I do wish you luck.
Don't have a choice. I gotta meet Horson Jr. He might know something. Take care now.
I have to admit, that is an awful lot of nesting issues. Yeah, not only do we need to find Dudu, but we've got to find Horson Jr. to get that far. But this particular branch of the main quest has concluded, and so, as usual, it's jumped me to Destination Skellige. And while I could go after Junior immediately, I could also go find Cleaver. Mess some things up while I'm at it. But, well, there is also the Gwent Big City Players quest. And, I do happen to know where to find the next guy. Also because it's marked on the map. And he's about equidistant from the two signposts there. Also, I'm kind of curious, is this where the one guy ended up, the one that I freed? It could be. I believe that was around here somewhere. Well, and sure enough, here's the Scoia'tael.
Greetings, Gwynblade. Would you like to trade?
You play Gwent?
Do you really have no one else to play with?
Always nice to play someone new.
Fine. Beggars can't be choosers after all. I'll play you, and even stake one of my unique cards.
Pull out your cards.
Actually, now that I think about it, the one that I freed was on the east side of Novigrad and not the south side, which is where I am now. Anyway, no need for torrential rain against the Scoia'tael. Alright, got a spy out, but only one of the emissaries, so swapped him out. Didn't get too much for it, though, sadly. The Scoia'tael as an army has sort of a little bit of everybody, at least in terms of their particular style. Like, they don't focus on any one special ability. That said, their most unique special ability is agility, where they can swap between either the middle or front rows. Which can sort of come in handy for a few things. Misclicked. Ooh. He's got a unique Cirilla card. As one of the series' two main protagonists, she has 15 instead of just 10. Unlike the other unique cards, or hero cards. Anyway. Yeah, best use I'm getting out of that decoy is to resurrect another unit. I am keeping pace. But I am kind of wondering at what point I want to stop trying to keep pace. Well, that was a net loss for you. Really? Okay. I'll just keep this last card in reserve then, see what happens. Ooh, Biting Frost. That's what happens. And we were close enough together. But that was your last card, I see. So yeah, let's just rub it in. And not even play the last card, because...
Damn it all, I'd so hoped for victory. Alas, so be it. We've won the card fair and square.
Nilfgaard always wins ties. And that's the card we got.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Well, we got two good cards. Be glad. We got a Francisca Findebert, who is one of the leader cards for the Scoia'tael, and we got the Cirilla card. Ooh.
Vafail.
Anyway, looks like that's that. We've been dumped back to Destination Skellige again. And you know what? With that Cirilla card, I feel like even though I am still underleveled for this quest, maybe it's worth undertaking. If I can figure a way out of this camp. There we go. But yeah, surprise! Today's episode is going to be the Gwent Tournament episode, with little bits of other stuff at the beginning and the end of it. Now, the tournament is happening in the high-class brothel that we stopped in earlier, just a little bit ago.
Don't you think you are?
What the...
Get bones for wood.
Now, I'll admit that casting Gwen was an accident, but not sure why that would upset guards.
Oh!
They'll give you the keys to the city.
No strong cards, no gold king. Shan't be entering, shall we? Do we not know the rules?
But I've coin aplenty.
Then I suggest you return with better
Won't find
cards
any better.
and
From
buy
the
some more
Yarugas to the
suitable
Dragon
tiles.
Mountains.
Cheer! Cheer!
Yes?
Heard you play for high stakes here.
Firstly, we must have the proper effects. Let's have a look at our cards, shall we? Cards are in order, but can we afford the buy-in?
Bet your butt we can.
We can.
Well, let's have a name then, and we shall issue an entry ticket.
Geralt of Rivia.
Gerard of Rivia. The match will start soon, but the hoi polloi must first be driven out. We will please wait. Achoo! Tournament participants only. Everyone else out. Achoo! We are cordially invited to come back tomorrow.
Well, well. Geralt of Rivia. And I was beginning to think this tournament would be a dreadful bore. I'm afraid winning coin from peasants, thugs, and faux aristocrats is no great source of satisfaction for me.
We know each other.
Let's say we've some mutual acquaintances. I've heard many good things about you. In vivid detail.
Place like this, that's more a warning than a recommendation. What's your name?
Sasha.
Sasha what? Or maybe just skip right to telling me your real name.
Place like this, Sasha will need to suffice.
Come to the Passiflora often? Seem to know everyone.
I'm here from time to time. I cannot say all the faces are familiar, but that is Patrick Hazelnut. Never goes anywhere without those three.
Met a man once who traveled with 2 Zeracanian warrior women as bodyguards, but those 3...
Have other talents, clearly. The halfling's Bernard Tully, a farmer, claims to play for pleasure. But everyone wants to win, don't they? Best beware of that one. He's not particularly fond of others, outcasts, types like you. Ironic, since Phineas himself is a half-elf. And I'm certain you've heard of Count Tybalt. After all, he is the one who organized this tournament.
Actually, I haven't heard of him.
He's reputed to be fabulously wealthy. I can't say how true it is, but he was able to afford his title and the county that came with it.
All right. See you later, Sasha.
Try to chat up the other players before the tournament begins. We must all wait for Count Tybalt anyway.
Apologies, but I must focus my thoughts before the match.
I can see that.
This will certainly serve me better than your conversation with Sasha has served you. I'd be wary of her.
Noted. I think Geralt was already wary of her.
I'd give
So
you a
what's it gonna
discount
be?
for heroic deeds, but the madam...
I'm new to this too. Took me ages to squirrel away the coin for the buy-in. Mushrooms are no quick route to riches.
You really a farmer?
Why not look it? Got a little farmstead just outside the city. Could sit there for days just watching things grow.
What's with the smell?
The smell? Anywho, mushrooms are all well and good, but one's got to get away at times. My lady, she was in tears, said I'd get my throat slit in Novigrad. But I says to her, I says, Hortensia, what a chance. The best players, the rarest cards. She had to let me go.
Good luck to you.
Likewise. Now, that's the sporting spirit. Not like that half-elf over there who's been shooting me murderous glares this whole time.
Get the camera off that lady real quick.
What?
Playing tournaments often?
What to you? Perhaps you'd wish to see my cards as well. Am I a hee-haw for you to fondle before you choose? Shall I wag my prick for you?
See your cards when we play.
You were likely to advance that far, mutant.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our closed Gwent Tournament. By closed, I mean more than the mere elite nature of the event. Anyone leaving the Passiflora before the end of play will be disqualified. That's rule number 1. Rules number 2, 3, and 4 are no fighting, dirty play, or magic tricks. We play for golden figurines. The winner will take them all, along with a monetary prize equal to 9 times the buy-in. Easy enough to calculate that 9 have entered. The tournament will consist of 3 rounds. The finalist emerging from said shall play me. Players will be paired by random draw. The groupings for the first round shall be read now.
Achoo! Phineas and Tim Knott. Patrick Hazelnut and Harold Featherbuns. Geralt of Rivia and Bernard Tull.
How about that?
Bramble Frontenstock and Madam Sasha.
Excellent.
A pleasant match to you all.
Come on, I know I can save.
Starting at last. A year down the road, I'll be plying Hortensia and my lads with tales of this night. Let's play!
I mean, probably not if you want to keep your dignity. I am not going to hold back here. But yeah, the card check was basically a way to make sure that your cards are able to win against the tournament decks, which do not hold back. Alright, first off, we are up against the Northern Realms. Alright, these cooperation cards are pretty much useless without any friends, so... Oh, and I got the Scorch card. That'll come in handy. Now let's get those spies moving. Oh. Mysterious Elf spy card. Nothing I can do about that. Sounds like you drew a hero card too. But then so did I just now. Alright, and of course he is grabbing my spies. Well, that's fine. Two can play at that game. But he is holding on to his spy card, which is interesting. Huh. Okay, I can deal with that. Oh, and he's playing his own spy cards now. I can deal with that, too. Interesting decision, though, to not go for the spy cards right away. Ooh, I got my third spy card. Yes. Oh no, the Black Archer is gone. Too bad. There are so many cards I can use to bring him back. And I've got Cirilla. Oh, and he's got a hero card of his own as well. Let's see how many hero cards each of us has here. Oh, and he's got his own Cirilla. Well, that's bringing us up more even then. But I ain't done yet. How about you? Oh. Oh, you killed a spy card, did you? That wasn't your best idea. Alright, 38 to 35. And the only cards that can be affected are listed as 2, so I slaughtered his side. Now we're on round 2, I've won. And we are 4 against 8 cards. Things are not looking good for him. Now Northern Realms does have 1 resurrection card. Whether he's got it in his hand or not, that's an open question. Okay, so apparently his hero card there, or his leader card there. Why am I going for the archer? Again. Okay, then I'll just bring him out. Again. You don't think I can keep this going? Oh boy, you are doomed. Shame the fog never really amounted to anything, though.
Congratulations. Bit of a shame being eliminated in the first round, but so it goes. It is only a game. Having a good time. That's what matters.
So, how did you fare in the first round?
Not bad. Guessing you won too.
I've the distinct impression my opponent was drunk. Had an altogether decent hand, but...
Might have had a hard time concentrating.
Care to finish this conversation in private? I have a proposition for you. Meet on the terrace upstairs.
Honestly, I'm just here to play cards.
Oh well. too bad.
Time for round 2. Your attention, please.
Madam Sasha and Gilbert of Revia. Phineas and Harold Featherbones.
We wish you a pleasant match. May fortune smile on you always.
What happened to the other winner? Where is he sitting this round out? Oh, apparently I'm going upstairs for this match.
Heroic deeds, but the mad are lovely. Well, you know.
We playing here?
I get no pleasure whatsoever from easy victories, so I should be very angry if you let me win.
Don't plan to. Curious about that other proposition, though.
I believe the other proposition was essentially a way to potentially win, or to at least continue the plot of the quest, even if you lose, I should say. And also, something about this tournament is that it provides you with 4 of the most powerful leader cards in the game, one after another. And as you can see here, we are going up against the Nilfgaardian Empire, and this round is spy versus spy of the most legendary sort. Just you wait. Because it's about to get nuts. Well, and there's my 3rd spy card. And that's my spy card. My earlier spy card returned to me. I can make use of that. Oh, and of course, she's got all 4 spy cards possible for Nilfgaard in her deck. And more spy cards. And we just need one more. And there he is. All of the spy cards are in play. All of the possible spy cards that we could ever have had are in play. And because they are all worth 2 now, I can murder them all. And because Nilfgaard is also very good at resurrection cards, a lot of them are going to end up on my side of the field now that they are dead. Oh, and she's got Geralt of Rivia, the other 15-point card in the game. And of course she's got the neutral hero who can resurrect. I mean, I've got the neutral hero who can resurrect. And I am going to be holding on to all my resurrection cards. Oh. Bet you don't have 2. Yeah, you don't. Anyway, now that her frontline cards are all gone, I don't need them anymore. Oh, and she's using decoys to bring back her resurrection cards. I'm familiar with that. But I had a pretty solid lead, and she did not want to knock that. But instead, she is going to resurrect her spy cards that were on her side. And I'm going to resurrect the spy cards that were on my side. And we're just going to keep going. Look at our card totals now. She's down to 5, I'm down to 6. That's how many cards we have left in our decks. And we just keep going. Yeah, okay, you're going to get more of the... Of course. Yeah, you're going to get more points on your front end because you've got Dandelion there, and he's got that frontline doubling thing. But hell, I can play that game too, especially because I've got all 4 of my infantry cards. And I've still got more spies to bring out. I am out of resurrection cards though, so I'm not sure if I'll see those last 2 cards in my deck. But she's down to 1. She's down to 1 last card. It has not yet been drawn. Alright, you got some decent middle row cards. I've got a solution to that. Alright, you've got that guy. But let's mess things up even more, just because we can. And because I don't have any back row cards that would be affected by it. She does have 9 more cards, though. Oh, and a clear weather. You know what else I can do? I can keep pumping those commander's horns. And use all of my cooperation cards to get insane numbers. Ooh. A little less insane now. But she has to be out of Scorches by now. And I've still got all of these guys to play. They're up to 18 now, thanks to the Commander's Horn and cooperation. What am I going to get now? 24 per card. I've got 185 points on my side. She's got a few more cards, sure, but... damn. You know, there's an achievement in this game for being able to hit a certain point total during a game. And this is the card game in which I achieved it. 217 to 160. What a game.
Well, I hope your luck holds.
She really screwed herself at the end there by playing those extra spies.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd round. The heat is on.
The nearest round's winner will face Count Tybalt himself in the final. Phineas and Gerard of Rivia.
I'll not play a mutant.
Are we to understand you forfeit this round? Fine. In that case...
No, I'll not swiving forfeit the round. I shall squash him like a louse.
A good match to you both. Please remember the tournament rules. No magic, no quarrels.
Seems like he needed reminding.
Play.
But yeah, no opportunity to save in between card games this time. But I did get the new Emir card. And the new Emir card allows me to steal a card out of my opponent's graveyard. Which for a spy deck is actually quite useful. Now, naturally my opponent is playing Scoia'tael, which means my final opponent will be playing a monster deck. Scoia'tael Biting Frost may prove handy, but I think a more defensive round would be appropriate here, especially because they've got agility. Torrential Rain makes sense, and that would affect my hand depending on what I decide to play. As it is, what I'm deciding to play is my spy cards. And because I've got Scorch here, I can immediately take back my spy card and in the same round play him again for a bonus 2 cards. It does require spending a couple of cards, but still. Anyway, I have a significant card advantage at the moment. So I just need to play judiciously to get the 37 points I need. I think that might be worth it. Probably should have played it earlier, that in mind, but... yeah. There we go. We've still got a 1-card advantage. Yeah, let's start getting some old cards back up. That is the advantage of playing with Nilfgaard. So that the cards that were out before can come out again. Alright, buffing the front ranks. Makes sense. But then, you do make yourself vulnerable in a certain sense. Oh, yeah. Scoia'tael have a couple of healing units of their own. But then I've got a decoy. And decoys mean that when you play spy decks on my side of the table, I get more cards. Ooh. Interesting ploy. More or less even things up now. Aside from the hero card tallies. That I don't need hero cards to get 10-point cards. Ooh, and he's got his own decoy, I see. Well then, maybe it's about time we started counting the actual value of these cards. Oh! Oh, you think that would slow me down? You fool. Oh, 2 hero cards. Nice. Alright, so yeah, she played her own leadership card, the special extra good Findabair card. But it's not good enough. It's not going to be nearly good enough. I see you've been saving that spy card in reserve, but it's still not going to be enough.
The mutant cheated! I'll gouge those devilish eyes out with my bare hands!
And this is why you actually have to pay attention to the level rating of the Gwent Tournament. Because Phineas fights you in a brawl, and if his level is too high, then he will crush your health bar, and you will get a game over. As it is, it's not doing nearly enough damage. Not getting the timing so great, though. Come on. There we go.
Well played. Congratulations on both your victories. I'd wanted to summon the guards initially, but...
Yeah, it's better I took care of it.
Please, join me for the final. I must admit I did not expect this outcome. Bet a rather large sum on another player, in fact.
Might have guessed there were multiple games going on.
Doesn't matter to me. I want them cards. I want them victories.
What?
I'd give you a
Yeah,
different
Phineas just sort of
answer,
stalks out and becomes a non-character as of now.
Well, you know.
Now it is time for the final match against the monster deck.
Let's begin.
And as you might guess, the leader card for the special monster deck is the card that we've seen time and time again. Yeah, that's a free close combat Scorch for that leader card. Doing the Force Lightning against some fool. I don't know if that's her best card though, so I didn't pick it. Actually, I don't think that is the close combat card, as I would have suspected. No, that is distinctly different from the card we usually see there. Anyway, no sense in starting out too strong. Huh. That seems like a foolish thing to do, since the monster deck doesn't have a middle row. And honestly, I've really gotta wonder why the monster deck of all things would have an agile hero. I mean, agility has its uses, sure, but those uses become a little less purposeful when the card itself is immune to weather effects. Anyway, just needed to win this first round here. It's been kind of a pathetic game on both sides here. I don't have any of my spies. He's only done one of the... He only has 2 arachnids. What even is this? Okay, so that's what his Eridan does. It allows him to pull a card out of his own discard deck. Which is something. I mean, it doesn't bring the cards out of the discard deck. And that card doesn't do anything. What even is this? Come on, tell me you've at least got all 3 crones. Okay, so that's something. And I can afford to let him win this one. Especially since he just played his last card, and it was a real doozy. He does have a 4, so I can't just win automatically. But... just to rub it home, I've got resurrection cards. It's a real downer compared to the Nilfgaard War.
Superb match. A great pleasure. The prize will be yours.
Thief! The coin's gone. The guard's been stabbed.
What?
How is this possible?
No one's removed the coin from the premises. All those leaving were searched.
Phew!
We must scour the building. Anyone leaving must pass inspection.
Before you ask, it wasn't me.
Figured as much.
My offer still stands. Perhaps you'd search for the coin with me.
Agreed. Where do we start?
We must get upstairs. Wait.
Hell yeah, I'm getting involved. It's my money.
I say, this Witcher is Captain Hansen's good friend. He could examine the crime scene. Charge only a trifling.
A fee?
We will, of course, collect it from the captain personally. How is his injury from the other week? Has it healed yet?
Well, I'd heard it.
Splendid. We shall go upstairs at once.
Stop pushing me back. I'm trying to go forward. Maybe it's the rain, but man, this place is poorly lit today. Good thing the cutscenes are better lit.
Next time we see the captain, milady, I'd appreciate you mentioning.
That is all, good fellow. You may go. The Witcher requires absolute silence while he works.
Of course.
That went well. Really know the captain?
Yes, a horrid man. Come now, get to work.
Looks like he didn't go down easy.
Blows delivered from a strange angle. Expert, though. Precise.
So the person wasn't of a typical stature?
Somebody dragged something heavy towards the terrace. Crossbow bolt. A line tied to it. Line's clearly been cut.
Thief might have used it to lower the sack of coin. He'd need an accomplice waiting down below to grab it.
Something down there, but I can't make it out. Must have been one of the players. Lowered the coin down on the line, then strolled past the guards.
This was well prepared. Think you can track the culprit down?
Don't know yet. Ought to look in the street, see if I can find anything there. Come on.
All right. Apparently we're just allowed to leave now. No problems. Fine by me. And this is where the coin bag ended up. And the crossbow bolt's not strong enough to carry a person, but...
Same as the one tied to the bolt. Gonna have to look around. Where's that scent coming from? Cinnamon. Strange.
I don't smell a thing.
Strong enough to carry a corn purse across a way. And there is another contestant who had a strange smell about them that Geralt noticed.
Whoa!
He did not identify what that scent was at the time, though.
Like this would fetch a fortune in Zurich.
Haste makes waste. Culprit lost this crate. Must have fallen off the wagon.
Can you be certain this was the thief's?
Crossbow under the packages. Itching to crack a pun about every rosemary having its...
I appreciate you resisting the impulse. I've seen this guild mark. It's a trading company's. One that imports spices from Zerrikania. They've a storehouse at the docks. Northernmost one on this side of the port. Shall I meet you there?
Sounds good.
And if in fact he was not a mushroom farmer but a spice merchant, that would explain why he has a strong but non-specific smell about him. Anyway, not exactly sure why I just ran past that signpost, because there is definitely one closer to my destination than where I am right now. Still, we don't often see this part of town, the big ramp leading up to the nice part of the city.
An abomination.
Eternal fire will light our way.
And heading down some stairs towards the docks.
My dad doesn't like elves very much. Are you an elf?
Into the working part of the city.
See the empty shipping.
No one drilled all I had.
And now for some reason I am just heading straight away. Oh no, I am heading towards the the gold dot, but just away from the dotted line. Because this is, in fact, more direct and faster.
Save me. I'm dying.
Hey, Whitey. Why'd your hair go white?
There are 6 inside. I wasn't able to get the door open.
Gotta find another way in then.
Alright. Time to engage in a little bit of, what's the name for that again? Parkour. This is definitely the right place, though.
Here's the wagon. Smell the cinnamon now?
Aha! I was right about the warehouse.
Indeed. And also, Geralt is kind of terrible at parkour. So this is not going to be as impressive as, say, the Assassin's Creed series. And it's really more about finding...
Try to get in through here.
Lead the way.
Well, the right set of boxes. And an open window. And here we go. Now, I haven't been using oils as much lately. Sort of been getting used to the rhythm of the game again, and so it hasn't really been as necessary as it once was.
Which one's Hortensia?
The tall one.
Masquerade's done, Tully. Give us the coin.
Masquerade? Ha! Well put. Been watching you from the start, sweetheart. Though I ought to admit, I thought you'd follow me alone. Told him who you are yet? No? I'm sure he'd love to hear it. Go on, tell him. Or I'll tell Hortensia to break your fingers.
What's this about?
It's about Madame Sasha swallowing my mushroom farming nonsense hook, line and sinker when she should have been more vigilant. So, will you tell him who you spy for? Or would you rather scream it out?
Let go of her. Step away.
One of you restrain him, then make sure he gets a good view.
Thanks for bunching up, by the way. Makes this whole business that much faster.
Oh, good work. I did not, in fact, suspect him, whereas he clearly caught on to me long ago.
Halflings can be unpredictable.
At any rate, we've succeeded. Now to divide the coin.
Oh yeah. So what's this proposition that's supposed to convince me to share my winnings?
No longer on the table. We retrieve the coin together. We shall divide it equally. Know what? Let's have dinner at the Kingfisher. My treat, to celebrate my last day in Novigrad.
Heading back to Nilfgaard? That why you needed the coin?
I see you miss very little.
Still got a touch of an accent.
Ah well. It seems I shall need a new trait. Anyway, I'm compromised in Novigrad, so...
Who were you before you became a spy?
I don't rightly remember anymore. But I suppose you can call me Cantarella.
That your real name?
Well, almost.
What the hell?
I'd love to.
I mean, it's not really her treat. She's going to be spending my winnings.
As it turned out, the blue-eyed prostitute was actually his sister. He couldn't believe it.
Oh my.
He asked me to see her again at the House of the Night, and then...
Fascinating story. Shall we go upstairs? You can show me exactly how it ended.
Alright, so this is definitely a fling option.
Some other time, maybe.
I understand. Not all stories end the same way. In that case, I shall be off. Very nice to meet you, Geralt of Rivia. See you again, someday.
But as previously stated, I am intentionally avoiding such situations.
What's the rush?
But yeah, that is high stakes. And yeah, I believe that the offer she would have given me an opportunity to have some of the money even if I had lost earlier in the tournament. But instead, I just won the tournament. Because I enjoy the game Gwent, and I am fairly good at it. I think the one restriction you have is that you have to win the first game of the tournament in order to be offered the deal in the first place. Anyway, let's go see what Cleaver's approach is here. I mean, it does make things a bit harder, because his approach is like a meat cleaver. Oh, hello. Usual suicidal muggers here.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
But yeah. So, Cleaver's approach, going with it, does close some opportunities in the future, because you will be seen working with Cleaver, and that raises suspicions, but it does not stop the main quest from happening, much like the thing with the witch hunters, so...
A wee minute, Witcher. Now, I'm curious something mighty. How is it you were off the same bloody night Whoreson tried to kill me?
'Twas chance, honest. I was at the brothel. I've witnesses.
I don't doubt you found some witnesses, but I do doubt the bit about chance. Know what? Shite conversation this. So much blethering, we've got nowhere. Lad, you have a chat with him. It's simple. I want to know where Whoreson is.
I've not betrayed you. Not ever. No! No! I know nothing!
Honestly, it could have been chance.
Help me find Junior?
I'm about to send my lads around Whoreson's hideouts. Won't say no to a witch's blade. Lead my men, take the water Junior and drag him out of his hidey hole. Win-win situation as I see it.
Whoreson can't die until I've talked to him.
My lads are hot-headed and I like 'em like that. Want to rein them in, do so on your own.
All right.
Now, I suspect Junior's hiding at his casino in Gildorf. Either that or near the arena beneath the bits. My lads will be there. Find him.
The third location, Whoreson's former hideout, is not on the list because everybody knows that Whoreson is not so stupid as to hide there now. And he's not, just for the record. He is not, in fact, that stupid.
Hey, free boy.
Time for a change of scene.
But, yeah, now that I've talked to Cleaver, we're going to be doing this the violent way. Didn't I kill you guys before? Could have sworn I've been past this particular little alley and fought those particular guys before. And again, might just be a few more Whoreson's people out on the streets today. Well, with the whole gang warfare going on. Damn. That moment when getting your legs cut off is the humane way to die.
Set to go. Anytime.
Ready?
Righto. We go on your mark.
Let's go then.
Gerald Lorez.
You really shouldn't spit when you've got a mask on.
Let's dance. Should look around.
Yeah, the two locations here have this whole plot line going on where you sneak your way in and bluff your way past the guards.
Make a fine road sniffer if you weren't so tall.
Talk your way into getting in further. Instead of that, we're just rushing in with our swords and murdering everybody who dares to stand in our way. List of debtors.
Beat you half to death. Hey, can you hear me?
Now what's this all about?
You alive?
Don't finish me.
Don't intend to.
Who the hell are you? Heard screaming downstairs.
It's all right now.
Will you help me?
What's your name?
Rico. Rico Meyersdorf.
Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. God. All right. Clever and tough's not working for me. They took me for one of Bedlam's moles.
Are you?
Well, kinda. Yeah.
So what have you kinda learned?
Horson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side. And that's all I know.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks. God. I'll lay low until things settle down. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See him. He's sure to reward you.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
Alright. So yes, naturally, one of the underworld factions is working for one of the two nations that wants to take over the city. Pretty standard operating procedure stuff.
Was the dwarves who popped Snow White's cherry? Fuck sure, blame that on us too.
A mind's like war. Never know when you're done for.
Geralt Lorez.
Alright, last couple of containers here.
All roads lead to Mahakam.
Count Tybalt is, Phineas, jeez. Was a guy who, apparently he really needed to win that Gwent Tournament, because, it's probably the only way he was going to get enough crowns in time. Anyway, now that we have now that we have raided one of Horson's locations, we are able to visit the other one a little bit more peacefully. But as I've said, our cover is basically blown at this point. we're not going to be able to stealth our way through the entire encounter. And more suicidal muggers. Seems to be a sale going on today. You would think after you saw one of your, if not friends, then fighting companions' heads get chopped off with a single blow, that you would think twice about continuing to attack the man who had taken the head off.
Odd though he is, girls can't
Ow!
look away.
Greeting.
Yeah, just passed by this way and realized I hadn't actually sold anything, or hadn't actually communicated with this guy before. Not that he has that much, but he's able to buy a couple of my items for me.
So long.
And I am approaching my weight limit now, because of all the weapons I'm carrying. I should probably do something about that.
Hey, not like that.
But, we'll worry about that next time.